Hey guys, it's your buddy AVTPro, Alonzo Von Threet, Advanced Visualization Technology Productions. Hey, I just wanted to share some information with you about, or give you an update to the Human Rig DVD, which, if you look back through my videos, I started about 5 months ago. I've been talking about doing it for a long time, but I couldn't decide on the model. So I have this model that I use for the original release of the Salesman DVD, which is a free rig that is available that uses an FK spine. Okay, I never published that one because the FK spine was just too complex. I mean, it was complex for me, and I know that I've been working at this rigging stuff, and I have it pretty much down packed to where it's very simple and easy to do, but it's still just too complex for the average person that wants to get in and do a rig and get out. Just animate something to add to their MoGraph or their motion graphics. Okay, so that's the ideal behind this. And what has been happening is I've been selling a number of the Ready Rigs Deformer Rig DVD, and I'm not sure if that always. It's great for a lot of inanimate objects. So if you wanted to animate a CD case with arms or a telephone with arms or any kind of cartoon character that is inanimate, and more importantly, it shows you all the things that has to do with all the catch points with rigging an electric image. But it is not a DVD that is set up for, I need a rig right now. I have 2 days to rig something. Okay, so basically what I want to do is do a rig DVD that is basically that, and that's what this is. Except I have a real problem doing this DVD and just doing a very basic rig. And that doesn't do half of what Electric Image is capable of doing with the rigs, or using it to do any kind of film or more sophisticated character. If you just need a basic rig, I highly recommend to everybody, go to the Electric Image site, download the Fred Morlos character animation tutorials 1, 2, and 3, and 4. It goes through all the steps to do a basic rig. Now, once you do that, then you're ready to do any kind of rig. You should do it anyway. I also recommend that people still buy my other DVD and go through all the catch points of when you get caught up in a rig and what can be frustrated. So that's why that first Deformer Rig DVD is kind of long, because it shows you all the frustration points and how to resolve most of them. Well, this DVD, again, is just to get things done. And I want to show you this because I don't actually have time to do this. And actually, I don't really even do IK spines on my DVD, on my rig. So what I did was went ahead and did a basic FK spine, a basic 3-bone spine, and like how you were doing Fred Moelis. I think Fred Moelis' tutorial only has 2 bones. That's all you really need if you need your character animate, and just do FK. Just very simple. But people want a more IK FK kind of spine deal. So we don't have the IK solution or the IK tool in Electric Image, so you have to manually rig one, and I basically did one the best way I can, and I prefer not to use that. I prefer to use the FK spine that is on the DVD, on the rig, that on the downloads that you can get off the Electric Image site, my rig that I put up there for free, and so you can get that. Well, I want to demonstrate a few things about this, because, and I want to say that I cannot and I do not have time to do this right now, because I have a project that is going to take at least maybe a couple of months. I don't know. Hopefully it won't take that long. Hopefully it'll only take a month. But I want to show you this. And I also told people, if they want me to do this, put some money in it, put some money on it, commit me to it, and all of that stuff. Well, I'm glad you didn't anyway, because I went ahead and did an IK spine, which I don't like doing. I'd rather do the FK spine. I've said that. But I want to show you. I actually even didn't think I can get this done because it's not my specialty, but I did come up with something that works, and I want to show it to you now. So here is a regular, how we have the regular kind of setup. Let me show you the legs. Works fine, you know, with a nice twist. With a nice twist here, rather, pole vector. Okay, so just your normal setup, FK, this kind of regular IK setup, and usually that's all you really want is legs and things like that. And so I want to show you this. Now I do this kind of setup. There's no bones in the head, so it's moving around. But this is the Fred Merlos kind of setup over here with the two bones here, and you know, with the two bones here, okay. But when you pull on it, it actually pulls the geometry. Actually, let me take this and park it so I can get back to these settings. Park this here. Park it. Okay. So there you have it. Again, I don't have bones here. And this is not weight map painting. It's just skinned. So the geometry will move anyway. There's nothing really locked off or anything like that. I just want to show you. You have the twisting between those two bones. So that's very important with his setup, and it's very nice. The only thing is that the way it is, and the reason why I deviated from his even a while ago when I started looking into Julian's rig is because, you know, the geometry pulls with it when you pull the controllers, and that is not something I like. Okay, so basically I do this kind of setup, and that one's easier to do over here, the red one, but the green for the left side of the body. This is a little bit more sophisticated, and it's different types of rigging types in here, and so, but also I like it because your twist is on the two bone setup in the forearm, and so you get this kind of twisting here in the forearm. But of course you can control it a little bit better. I mean, you know, once you skin this, then it'll be even better here. But you know, have this nice kind of twisting in the midsection here, as opposed to out from the elbow. There are certain areas where it does look really good, though. That's pretty good. I mean, look, the wider you put it apart here, the more that you'll get the deviation from the twist. So it's good. Okay, now let's go to this IK setup. Okay, and you know, again, most people want to do a rig, get in a rig, do it done, do it in a few hours, and they're done with it. You know, if you're lucky with a rig. And most rigs you can't do like that. It doesn't work like that. So you're going to be disappointed if you think you can do a rig in a day. It just doesn't happen. It took me a long time to do this. I mean, if you do, it's not really a quality rig, which is okay because sometimes you don't really need that. You need to get it done. But you know, if you do that, then you should go with a very simple rig setup. This is not what this is. This is more of an FK kind of setup, and I'll show you, because you can an IK setup, because you can pull the bones, and again, this is not painted, this is not weight mat painted, it's just, but you have this kind of pulling of the bones, which is very independent of each part, and so you have an independent hip. Okay, and so that's the huge thing that they want, but it's not so easy to do. And so I was going to do a separate tutorial on this, you know, this right here. Okay, so we're all going to court and eating right. Just okay. Anyway, but that's the ideal. And so you have this independent movement of the hips and the spine and all of that. And so I don't usually do all this. I usually just put it in very manual because it becomes kind of complex. And most packages have basic tools that allow you to do it very quickly and very easily. And electric image, you have to do it very manually. It pulls the leg completely straight, so it might pop a little bit there. So if I do this here. And you have the twisting. Okay, so it's pretty decent. The only problem, while I was really kind of staying away from it, is because I couldn't get this Y rotation here. I had a problem getting that. And like I said, I don't do these rigs much, but I did finally figure it out. And this one, of course, moves in it. So I finally got this rotation here. So now this all kind of makes sense. And again, this isn't painted. So now it all kind of makes sense. And so it's a good rig. It works. There shouldn't be any problem with it. But it's just, I don't really do this. And again, my whole attitude is kind of get your rig done. And, you don't want to spend, 2 months doing a rig, which normally they do in film. But for electric image type of work, you want to kind of get it something that can be done. So the thing about it is that I'm busy now and I don't have time to do anything with it. I just figured out that last little bit of twist here, and I really was kind of disappointed because I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out for nothing, and then I finally figured it out at the last second. Praise God, which cometh my help, because I am doing this stuff here by myself otherwise, and no man is island. So it is working, and I was really, and so I would have to go in and do the rest. And so what I really want to do is just do the rig and sell the rig, because it's already long, and I want to do like a very simple rig, more advanced rig, more intermediate rig, and then advanced rig, and then for the FK IK spine situation, do that as well. So guys, so I just wanted to show this to you, just to show you where we are. And I don't know. People are becoming very frustrated with electric image, and it still does what it does. It still does what it, it can still do a lot of things, but it takes a good bit of work to kind of figure it out. But it helps when you have somebody, who's already kind of been down the road, and so we kind of just share ideals and kind of get all this stuff working. Now this probably should be linked in here to where the whole top moves, but I still have stuff to figure it out. And at this point, I'm pretty much done with it. I mean, I spent, it was a couple of days. I couldn't figure how to get this rotation in there. So I am going to be very busy. So I decided, that I'm not going to be dealing with anything other than my bread and butter kind of situation. And so So there you go. It does work, you know. With the level, what I decided to do, how I'm gonna start pricing this. The very basic rig is gonna be like $85, just like how to do the very basic rig, very basic setup. And then if you want the advanced package with the different parts to it, with going to a more intimate and advanced rig, is going to be $150. If you want the you know, what can I say, y'all? It's just gonna be in it, you know, really blood, sweat, and tears. So it's all down here for you to check out and work with. If you just want to know how I did the spines, the IK and the FK spine, then it'll be $85 for just those sections. Okay, so so there you have it. I mean, I'll literally just do the spine and show you how the spine is done after these parts are already done. So I'll just show you how to do the FK spine. I do not do an FK IK spine switcher. You know, enough already. You know, you know, when are you gonna animate? You know, so, but this is the basis that you can pretty much get anything done after that. I wanted to show that to you, and pray for our troops. Happy Veterans Day, and pray for our troops. Pray for our country. Pray for our leadership, and pray for people. You know, pray for our world, and God bless you all.